friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It is another beautiful fall morning here on the farm, and today is a big day. We've got about 100 turkeys out on the pasture that we need to get processed. So we're going to do a little rewind to last night. We'll show you what we do day prior to for prep to get those turkeys ready. And stick around to the end. I'm going to recycle, because we are all about reuse, recycle, and repurpose around here. I want to recycle some footage from an older video where Sandra shows exactly how to eviscerate a turkey and dress it, get it ready to go. So hang out with us for a little bit and let's get some turkeys done. All right, here they are. Thanksgiving turkeys. I don't know how many's in here. I think there's about 100. But this is the night before. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the feet off of them so that they've got clean crops tomorrow. Everybody looks good. I've got this guy right in here that looks kind of lethargic. I don't know what the deal is there. Hopefully we can get him through the morning. But otherwise, good looking group. Good looking group. So a couple tips on your scalder, whether you're doing chickens or turkeys or whatever. If you'll add a little bit of just regular dish detergent to your water, that really helps to break the surface tension, so that whenever you start your birds and you're scalding them, it will get better skin to water contact and will help your feathers free up a little bit. Also, when you're setting your scalder up, you've got your water in there, you've got it lit, you've got your fire started, but you're waiting on your water to come up to temperature. Get you an old piece of foam board insulation and just put it over top of it. That helps keep the heat in. That'll help your water to come up to temperature a little bit quicker.
Bring this post and we'll just start walking them in. 50?
Yeah. Yeah, 49. Big half century.
You guys were talking a lot.
All right, this is the few that's left. I think we got about 11 left on the trailer. We had to fill the scalder and let it come back up to temperature. So me and Robert and Jason are going to try to get the rest. We're going to see if we get the rest of these guys on. All right, that's all of them loaded up. Told Robert, we don't buy smart turkeys, we buy tasty ones. Hope they hold up to their end of the bargain. Hey, Lordy.
So to start with, you make a cut at the top of the, or at the bottom of the throat, top of the crop. Pull it apart. And then you find the crop, or the crawl. And this is it right here, this whole thing. So you come, and it's attached to the skin and to the meat. So you kind of have to tease it out. And the way I do it is with my thumb. And you just kind of pull it away, just like that. So that's the crop detached. And you can see there's the esophagus and here's the trachea. So the next thing I do is I put my thumb behind the esophagus and trachea and pull my fingers through. And then I pull it, and that releases both of them. So later on, when you're ready to pull all of the guts out, this will come with it. It won't be stuck up in the meat. So the next cut is right at the keel. Make a small incision. Make sure you get all the way through to the abdominal cavity. Put your finger in and pull it apart. Just like that. And then you reach in, find the heart, pull it out, put it over here in the bucket. And then I go in with my hand with basically just some blunt dissection, pulling all of the connective tissue away from the outer abdominal wall. And then I go in and find the other end of the crop and the trachea. And here comes, there's the trachea. So I just put it in the bucket. And then I'll find the esophagus again and pull it, and there's the crop. Came out the bottom. And then I just kind of cup all of the entrails in my hand and pull it out. So it all comes out together. And then the last thing we'll do is, so the gizzard and some of the intestines are connected with connective tissue here, so we just pull that apart. And then the last thing we do to free the intestines from the carcass is cut down one side of the vent. So you see that cut? Come over and cut down the other side, and then go around the back. And that has released all of the intestines. And then I'll go back in with my hand and get the lungs. And the lungs are attached to the ribs, so you have to get your fingers in there between the lungs and the ribs, and the lung comes out as one piece. And you got to do both sides. There they are. So this bird's basically done. Put it under the water, wash it out real good. And then we will detach the liver. We save the livers, the gizzards, and the hearts. Well, probably not the hearts, just the gizzards. Because we have found that there are folks around here that like turkey gizzards. So we just kind of play with this liver till we get it all detached from everything but the gallbladder. So we've got it released from everything but the gallbladder. Here's the gallbladder. And you want to try to get this liver separated from the gallbladder without breaking the gallbladder, because if this breaks and bile gets all over everything, it can stain your meat, and then you've got a turkey that you can't sell. So I pinch my thumb and finger against the opening of the gallbladder and then just pull the liver away. So there's the liver. And then the rest of this goes in the bucket for composting. And then this goes over in the bucket in the cold water. And that's it.
All right, here it is, one of the turkeys that we ended up processing. 101 was the final number. We had some that were a little bit smaller than others. The range, 10.5 up to 23.8 was the size range. We had a group that we had brought in, a group of replacement turkeys that came in a couple of weeks after we started the biggest group, so we had some that were a little bit smaller. But that always works out good. You have folks, I want the biggest, I want the smallest, and it's usually a pretty tight range, so we do have a pretty good variety this year, and excited about that. Real quick, we were using the Florida poultry shrink bags to package those up. You see how they turn out? I mean, that just looks nice. I mean, they do really nice. I will post a link in the description down below where you can get those bags. That's all we use. I mean, they are the best bags around, hands down. So I'll post a link in the description down below for those. But glad to get turkeys done and over with for the year. Have a lot of fun with them. They're very social creatures, but we're also glad to get them off pasture and be done with that chore for the year. So, like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.